Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Hope everyone is doing well. Give me a moment here, please. As you guys know, the first half an hour, we will look for our confirmations. Second half an hour, start looking for those trades, as usual. Should be a good day today. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you doing, Moss? Hopefully you are well, my brother. I will be right back. Let me just quickly go grab coffee.
Hello guys, please guys, mute your mics please. Please guys, mute your phones or PCs, mute your mics please. Thank you.
Курьян представляешь? Он день, день там съел.
Hello iPhone. I don't know iPhone. I don't know who you are, but please mute your phone and change your name for your Discord name, please. Okay? Discord or Insta, if possible.
Да, погода сейчас до смута, да? Ну, стало mai tare. Îi dau. Nu, nu, pun un text în proces, îi leagă. Nu-i la Da, gata, suntem ploaie. De jos, n-am să, dar ce să mă chem? Du-te înăuntru, stăm ce mai ce asta. Ce să fac, nu ne rog protest. Aici nu e.
What's happening, bro?
Hello, hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, bro. I was on a waiting thing, man.
We were 10 people here in the Zoom today.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, everyone? Hope everyone is doing well. So yeah, guys, we've got 13 more minutes left. Everyone knows the drill. We do not look for anything for the first half an hour. Usually it's very much your dodgy plays happen in the first half an hour because they need to essentially take your money, right, before they give you an actual clean move. So let's just give it another couple minutes before we start looking for something.
Good afternoon, Jay. How are you, bro? Enza, how are you? Damn, too much people today here on Zoom. How are you, Roslam, Raj, Huber, Selena, Kawai, Samir, Said? How are you guys? Yeah, Ruslan. I'm okay. Yeah, bro. All good, all good. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Let's make some money today. We are back finally. Finally. Just how much days? Like 1, 2, 3. Almost a week. Almost a damn week. Too much time. Missed these live streams. So, guys in the chat, if you guys are new here, say something in the chat. Say something. Let's do it. Let's see if we have some news today. We're gonna have FOMC meeting minutes and yeah, all currencies OPEC meetings. Yeah, it should be a very volatile day. Hello, I am new member. Nice to meet you. Yeah, bro, I know you. I talked to you on Samir. I talked to you on the Discord. I remember you, bro. Nice to meet you too. Some new people joined the private group. Yeah, man. Yeah, George. We have some new people here. Yeah, for sure. You guys can introduce yourselves if you want. West London, I was on it. Oh, I remember. I remember you, bro. I remember you. Yeah. I remember you, bro. Yeah, man. So nice, bro. You're moving to the live trips to the private team. That's awesome, man. Awesome. It's way different, you know. You're gonna have the plan, you're gonna have everything, you know. You just need to pull out the trading plan and follow exactly what we sent you. More guys, let me see. You bear, if you want, you can present you too. Kawhi, you too. Selena is old school on this group. Selena is the whole OG on this group.
But yeah, good afternoon, guys. Let's start focusing now. We are starting to approach our session. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to the YouTube live stream as well, guys. I might be a new member, but I've been with the team for a while. Had a little baby, so yeah. Raj has been here for the longest. Raj has been here for years now. But yeah, the baby. But yeah, congratulations about the baby, bro. Super glad that you're back. But yeah, guys. Okay, let's pay attention to the price action once again now, right? First of all, let's try and understand what's happening over here. So we obviously have the new monthly open, right? This is the first week back for this new monthly candle. So we understand in terms of like price action being sustainable, it needs to give us some sort of upwick, right? Once we have some sort of a sustainable upwick, then we can start expecting price to, give us some sort of a drop if let's say on the monthly perspective, gold needs to turn bearish, right? But before we anticipate a massive bearish drop on gold, we are looking for the upwick, right? So if you actually look at this, like, it's still got another roughly 73 pips to the top side before we start dropping all the way down to the lows, right? Lows being the previous monthly lows, obviously. But one thing which we need to understand as traders is that we are sort of trading at this key resistance level here. If we look to the left as well, right? So what happens is when you start to sort of retest these major resistance levels, what's happening is you're collecting a lot of orders, right? So order flow is increasing, and you know, this is when you usually start to see some sort of major rejections playing out. So if we do see some sort of a major confirmation setting up from up here, then guess what, we can always anticipate a pullback scenario. You know, again, on the 5th, this is it. Even on the playbook now, we've got different scenarios, right? One of the major scenarios which we trade is the daily 50% retest, right? That's always a scenario which we look for. So again, just try and understand something, right? Previous monthly ended up closing super bearish, and now the current monthly is just giving you a sustainable upward. Keep it very simple, right? Do not complicate it. Now, if we scroll down to the weekly, right, there we go. This is where, again, the magic happens, right? What can happen is if we start to break past the previous weekly highs, then it needs to spike up maybe another 50 pips or so. So this could be a 30-minute candle. This could be a 1H candle. You never know, right? So there's a very high chance that we can start to form some sort of a fake out from up here, right? This could be your wick fill scenario to the top side on the weekly now. You know, the current weekly can start to spike up to 33, maybe break past 33, and then from there give us a sustainable upper wick on the 4H, and then this range here could be your fake out range, right? Again, major key level for us. You can see, looking to the left as well, a lot of rejections do start to set up from this area here. So you know, that's one of the scenarios which I'll most definitely be interested in. But again, you know, at the end of the day, this is something that we are interested in on the weekly perspective, right? So this is where we scale down to the daily now, and let's see what the daily is looking like. Okay, perfect. So the current daily candle has moved about 90 pips altogether. So let's mark out the highs as well as the lows of the daily candle. So the highs being all the way up here, and the lows being all the way down here, right? So we understand that at average, gold can give us about 200 pips, right? This is something we see at average. So realistically talking now, if we start to go past this area, we understand what can start to take place, because we've seen the price from the monthly perspective as well as the weekly perspective, right? Again, on the monthly, they need to give us some sort of upper wick, right? Some sort of sustainable price action to the top side can be seen. Again, we go down to the weekly, we can see this wick fill break scenario to the top side setting up as also, you know, there is plenty of potential to the top side. And again, look at the way the previous weekly candle actually ended up closing as a rejection candle, right? Closing as also a breather candle, which is one of the confirmations we look for, right? Let's say if we are ever looking for a buy signal as an example, right, we will always look for these breather candles, these bearish breather candles, and then on the break above the highs we'll start looking for those buy positions, right? This would be something we will look for on the lower time frames, but the same concept applies even on the higher time frames, right? So again, now what can we look for? We understand the daily range. We know that the previous daily actually ended up closing super bullish. But again, to be fair with you guys, the candle from yesterday is not something I would use as a confirmation, because again, it was a USD bank holiday candle, right? This was formed during the USD bank holiday. But again, when we understand price action, it is actually quite sustainable to the downside. So realistically talking now, if this candle here starts to spike up, we could see a massive move to the top side. Why do I say we could see a massive move to the top side? Because the candle yesterday only moved about 100 pips as well. So you need to understand there is still that accumulation of orders from yesterday that needs to take place as well. So we've got about another 100 pips from yesterday now. So realistically talking, we could see about 300 pips today, right? Something like that can take place. So let's say if they actually do want to give you a sell-off now on the weekly as well as the monthly, it makes sense for them to take the price up now, give you this massive retest of 38 or even 40, because 40 is that sort of key level, right? Is that $5 key level, and then from here they can start spiking the price all the way down to the daily lows, and this is where now they can start to generate a lot of liquidity. First, they give you the upper wick, you have the clean sustainable price section on the monthly, and then from there they can start dropping the price. So anyway, this is again the higher time frame perspective, right? We'll just keep it very simple. We'll stick to our daily range. Let's mark out the daily highs. Keep it very simple. Let's also look at the daily lows, which are all the way down here at 1920 level. 1920 being the daily lows. And now we've got the 50% level, which is again a major key level for us, right? If we start to see some sort of a break past that 50% level to the downside, then there is a very high chance that gold can start to come all the way down to the daily lows. And again, you need to understand the whole daily candle is only about 88 pips, so we've got so much range, either to the top side or to the downside. It just depends on what sort of a confirmation we get now, and as soon as we have a decent confirmation, we can take it up or down. I want to be really fluid in the markets. I'm not interested in sticking to you know, any sort of bias to the top side or to the downside. Looking at the 4H now, again, two ways this can play out, right? Either the new 4H is just giving us some sort of a pullback, and you know, if you again understand the pullback areas are all the way down here, because what we saw some sort of open and spike, which formed some sort of an imbalance to the top side, right? So now the imbalance to the downside has been created, some sort of imbalance to the top side has also been created, right? So what we need to do is we need the price to come down, grab some orders from down here, cheapest price possible on the intraday if they want to take the price all the way back up. So again, what's the major key level which we are interested in? Or the major key level being the 1925 or the 1923, right? Once we start to see a retest of these major key levels, I want to see some sort of a support forming here, and I want to see our HTF support forming, like a 30-minute support forming, some sort of an engulfing bullish candle, and that's where I would be interested in taking it back up. So again, as I said, we don't trade the first 30 minutes of the NY Open, and I said that for a reason, right? It always does something dodgy. So look at this. Broke the highs and now it's breaking the lows. So for the retail traders who actually trade this sort of price action of, you know, seeing us support and then, you know, buying the breakout kind of, now they're getting taken out. This is now potentially gold grabbing liquidity, right? All the stop losses are again getting triggered, and this is where again some sort of dodginess can take place, right? So let's give it at least the first 15 minutes, just see what it wants to do. We do have plenty of room to the downside though, but again, do we have positive RTR? That would be my question, even if we were to look for some sort of a downside play. Just going based off the 4H now, what we can anticipate is we can anticipate our retest, right? So your 4H level being all the way down here from the current price, it's about 14 pips. Yeah, around 14 pips. So we can see gold dropping another 14 pips, but again, it's about the RTRs, right? I'm really not interested in taking this sell position, because what it can do is it can most definitely start spiking down. Now this is where they've taken all the liquidity, all the retail traders got taken out because they started to buy the markets as soon as they gave you this support breakout scenario, and now they are again giving you a move to the downside. But the minute we can start to see a confirmation below this key level here, then we can start anticipating some sort of a retest of the daily lows, right? But we do need some sort of a confirmation, in my opinion, below this area here, right? Because it's a very simple breakout scenario to the top side, right? So we need something, some sort of a major confirmation if we are to start trading against the trend. Because again, look at the previous candle, look how bullish the previous candle was, right? So again, as a trader, I need some sort of a confirmation for me to start buying the markets when the previous candle was obviously super bullish, right? So the confirmation that I need is, again, as I said, some sort of a rejection from this daily 50%, some sort of a support. Oof, look at this candle here now. You guys can see it for your own self. Massive rejections playing out. What's happening, you bear? Good afternoon, bro. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oof, major rejections at this point, guys. Major rejections. And this is how they trick you. You know, honestly, like the first hour of the NY Open, like the most sensible thing you can do is to stay out of the markets, because they need to take your money somehow. If they can take your money, somehow they need to take your money, because again, guys, you need to understand the business, right? You need to understand the concepts. And once they've taken the money, then they'll give you the actual clean move. So again, we just need to take 1 to 2 trades a day, right? So we don't need to participate in this mess over here. Nino, did you tag me? Did you post a story? I'll just repost it now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, perfect, bro. Perfect. Oof, look at this spike up now. Crazy. We've got FOMC minutes meeting later as well, right? But again, it's not something we need to be concerned about. That's around 7 p.m. None of our business, right? Our session is from 1 till 4 max, right? After 4 o'clock, the markets do start to become very choppy, right? So it's none of our business. So the scenario which I am interested in trading is either a retest of this daily 50% area and some sort of, again, a pump back up. Then it starts to go past the, daily highs. Since your intraday is super bullish, we haven't seen any sort of confirmation to the downside so far. Everything is super bullish, right? Your weekly also is super bullish. You guys can see everything is bullish, right? Even the weekly is bullish, the daily is bullish, the 4H is bullish. So literally all you are looking for is a pullback. And now they have given you a pullback. They have done it. And so if the pullback is there, you're essentially just looking for some sort of a confirmation to the top side, right? So let's say if this candle here can give us some sort of a closure back above this resistance area here, I think the buy positions really do become valid, because you need to understand, right? This is the first half an hour. I mean, the second half an hour of the NY Open. And then the minute we see a closure on this candle, we will have the new 4H opening up. So what would the job of the next 4H candle be? Either it will be a wick fill and break to the top side, and then again I showed you guys the perspective from the higher time frame, right? The higher time frame perspective of the markets. We have plenty of range to the top side. On the weekly we have plenty of range. On the monthly we have plenty of range. And again, it's a very realistic target on the daily, right? It's not like the monthly upper wick area is like 500-600 pips away. It's only about how many pips away again? 50-60 pips away, right, from the daily highs. Yeah, 70 pips away. So it's only about 70 pips away from the daily highs, right? And again, the whole intraday has only moved about how many pips again? 80 to 90 pips. So it's not far at all, to be honest with you guys. This is such a realistic target today, right? And if they can give you a sustainable upper wick on the monthly, then for the rest of the month, being the next 3 weeks, they can give you that sort of downtrend in the markets if they again want to sell the markets. But if you actually look at it from the monthly, right, look, they kind of like had to drive the price all the way back up. It was again due to the fundamentals, right? So once the fundamentals are done now, what they need to do is now they need to start again seeing the markets from technical perspective, right? So this is where you've left a lot of imbalances to the downside. Even if you just look at it from the weekly perspective, guys, look at this major imbalance. Can you guys see the nature of this candle? Something like this, right, will always get retested. Again, super far away from our current price, super far away. That's really far away. So it's not our business. But again, always try and understand the higher time frame perspective, right? And it makes a lot of sense for them to now keep on dropping the price. So again, if they want to give you some sort of a downtrend in the markets, they need to give you a sustainable upper wick. Previous monthly is super sustainable. The monthly before is sustainable. So this current monthly, again, if it can start collecting orders from this resistance level here, which again aligns with that 50% level of ours, that would be the perfect confirmation. It will be a major higher time frame confluence, right? Again, previous monthly is bearish. Everything is super bearish, right? It's just that on the lower time frames, we have formed a minor uptrend, which again is expected, right? Because price action works in waves. So this is you just creating the upper wick to start creating that wave down, right? It's lower lows and lower highs. That's how price action forms. Again, look at your 1H as well, spiking up very nicely. So, again, why do we stay out of the markets for the first half an hour? You guys can see it. This was an opportunity for you to get taken out. This was, again, another opportunity for you to get taken out. And now guess what? They're taking the price back up. Once again, they took the price up. They took everyone out. They took the price down. Now they're taking everyone out. So you guys can see it for yourself, right? This is what you call market manipulation, right? They give you this dodgy price action on purpose just to, trick you. Again, 90 to 95% of retail traders lose money in these markets, and it's for a reason, right? It's for a reason. Okay, so if we can get this 4H actually closing bullish, then the job of the next 4H is to just open and stop pumping, guys, to be fair. Even if you look at the 1H now, the 1H looks super decent to the top side. We've obviously got this resistance here we need to deal with, but the minute we start dealing with these resistance levels, which is again your daily highs, you've got so much range to the top side, in my opinion, because we can start targeting these wicks rather than the bodies, because again the momentum will be on our side, and we understand that the 4H will be a high momentum open, right? So that's something I want to take advantage of, the new 4H candle. That's something I really do want to take advantage of. Until then, look, there is always that possibility that gold can start to reject in the last 15 minutes, right? Because I do understand that there still is that imbalance to the downside, right? Again, calculate the range on the previous 4H. Look at the range. So, you know, they could still start to reject the price from up there and give you this retest of the 50% area or the 38% retest, which being the deeper retest, right? And then later start to spike the price up. So I think at the moment, the smartest thing to do is to stay out of the markets. We need some more information, in my opinion. We really do need some more information. At the moment, we're technically still trading within this consolidation, right? And again, the daily range, it's a very small daily range. So anything that breaks past this area gives us a nice buy position, right? We will have this opportunity to start making the positions risk-free as soon as it starts to spike into profits, right? Around 20 pips in profits. Then you're dealing with this resistance area. You can start making it risk-free. It's not a big deal at all. But yeah, I think at the moment, I will be staying out of the markets. I need some more information in the markets. Again, it's a game of probabilities. So yeah. Studio, hi bro, salutes from Argentina. What's happening? What's happening, Jay? What's happening, Hamza? Hope everyone is doing well, guys. Argentina, nice. But yeah, again, very simple scenarios. I've discussed them with you guys now. We just need to let them form. Is as simple as that, right? Because again, think about it. Even on the daily perspective, right? We need to understand where the wicks are, because the wicks are the destinations, right? So even going based on the previous daily now, what is the destination? Well, the destination area is the 1930 level, right? So even if you start to look for a buy position from this area here, the 29 area, you've only got about 10 pips to the top side before you start to approach this area here where you can see price rejecting. Now again, these are intraday rejections, right? It's not like, you know, I'm looking at the 1 minute time frame and, you know, price has only rejected on the 1 minute time frame. This is intraday rejection. So, you know, when you are dealing with something like this and you're going against a higher time frame rejection, you do need some sort of a confirmation, right? And again, look at the dodginess that took place in the markets, guys. They gave you a breakout with the NY open, then they gave you a breakout to the top side, they gave you a breakout to the downside, then again they gave you a breakout to the top side again. Now they're giving you a breakout to the top side. So you see the dodginess that takes place in the market. It's insane. So again, the most sensible thing you can do as a trader is stay out of the markets, because what happens is, right, you need to understand NY open is the most volatile open on gold. You can back test it. This is facts. So when you are seeing the most volatile open on gold, there is a lot of order flow, guys. There is insane amount of order flow. So there's so many orders, they need to sort of like settle the price down a little bit, right? So again, that's where the spikiness is all over the place. So that's the same concept that applies with news, right? Whenever you see the news getting priced in, it gets very spiky because the order flow gets, you know, starts to increase. So that's the same concept with these you know, volatile opens. Even with the new 4H open, you will see a lot of spikiness. With the NYSE, you will see a lot of spikiness, right? That's one thing you need to always keep in your mind, guys. So again, patience is the key at the moment. Patience is the key. Yeah. What about tomorrow? I think we've got news coming in tomorrow as well, right? We've got news coming in. Yes, we do. We've got 1:15, got news coming in at 1:30, and then we've got news coming in at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. Then we've got news coming in. It should be NFP, right? Because it's the first week. Exactly. We've got NFP on Friday. So the next 2 days are going to be amazing. Today should be super clean as well, guys. So there we go. Let's see if we can start averaging out 2 trades for the next 2 days as well. Let's just see. Again, it depends on the markets, right? What the markets can give us, but we'll try our best to be a little bit aggressive since we did take yesterday off as well. But again, that's just part of our trading plan. On these low volatile days, like yesterday, we don't take any trades since the edge is not on your side. Okay, seems like they are starting to take the price back up now after taking out majority of the liquidity. So the resistance that we are dealing with, looking to the left, is this resistance area here. So if we can get some sort of a closure above this resistance level here, guys, because we've got so much range to the top side, and again, what's happening now is you're starting to essentially see a closure above this major key level. And again, it has to be a 30-minute closure, right? Since we've got so much range to the top side and the daily hasn't moved 200 pips, again, you've got the 100 pips from yesterday as well. Don't forget that you've still got the 100 pip from yesterday, because yesterday was the USD bank holiday candle, right? So very, very, very low volatile session yesterday. So they need to, again, give you an aggressive move in the markets. It could be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be today. But again, is, you know, usually the days right after the USD bank holiday are super volatile, right? That's one thing I've seen. So again, let's just see if we can get closure above this. I think it's a valid trade. So the trade that which we are looking for, it should be on our playbook as well, right? It's essentially the daily highest breakout as well as the previous daily highest breakout, right? That should be on our playbook. Because 2 ways this can play out: PDH breakout. So what is a PDH breakout? Well, the PDH stands for previous daily highs, right? So if we start to see our PDH breakout now, again, what resistance level do we have to deal with? The previous daily highs are all the way up here. So again, what is that key level that key resistance level that we have to deal with? Again, we can see to the left, it's this area here, the 1930. So if we can get some sort of a confirmation above this, then we will use the volatility that comes with the new 4H as our advantage, right? We will use the volatility that comes with the new 4H candle as our advantage. Look for SL below the 27 level and start looking for that spike up to our monthly upper wick target. There we go. So what is our monthly upper wick target? Again, guys, keep it very simple, right? This is our monthly upper wick target. We are anticipating the monthly to form a deeper upper wick. Give us some sort of a deeper retest. This is how price action works, right? It needs to come up. You know, again, if I can even annotate on the screen, right? How does price action work? If they want to drop the price, it would never just drop. They would need to, again, bring the price back up. They will need to drop the price, bring it back up. So this is where your orders are being executed, profit taking happening, right? Guess what? As soon as they take the profits, what happens is, you know, the momentum to the top side will start to, you know, they will start to pick up some sort of momentum to the top side, because again, it's about the order flow, right? Imagine you have insane amount of order flow to the downside. Now, the minute they take profits, now guess what? They're starting to take some of the positions out, so they're starting to lose that bearish momentum, right? And then that's where the bullish momentum will start to pick up. And then guess what? Again, because it's a downtrend, the way price moves is it moves in waves, right? Low lows and low highs. This is where they will start to execute the orders again. Guess what? Again, you will see insane amount of order flow to the downside. There will be another psychological level, or major support level, which will be a TP area. Same thing will apply again. You will see the order flow increasing to the top side, bullish momentum kicking in, and it really depends. If the minute we start to retest the 50% area here, if it holds, if it doesn't hold, you'll break past it. If this area here doesn't hold, you'll break past this area as well, and that's when you will start to make that downtrend invalid, right? And that's how price action works. So it's like the same thing is happening on the monthly at the moment. They're bringing the price all the way back up because they need to collect some orders. It's very simple, right? So if we understand the concepts of price action, all we need to do is we need to just literally wait for our confirmations, the confirmations that we are looking for. And the minute they show up, execute. That's what trading is about, guys. But good afternoon, everyone on the YouTube live stream. Have you guys missed us? How's it been? How's this week been for you guys, everyone on the YouTube live stream? If you're not part of our private team, how was this week for you guys? I know this week was super slow. Monday was actually amazing. Again, it was actually super. The session for us was super long, wasn't it, on Monday? And then yesterday I didn't even look at the markets. I had no business looking at the markets anyway, right? Since my trading plan says don't take any trades on USD bank holiday, since the edge is not on my side. And if I was to actually look for trades yesterday, I would have actually violated my trading plan. We've got 11 minutes left now before the new 4H opens. Again, another thing I can see now is gold causing some sort of a fake out from up here, right? So if we can see some sort of a closure below the 50% level of this 4H candle, I think I will be interested in a sell position. I really will be. But again, let me try and show you guys what I'm looking for, right? So let's measure the range on this candle here, right? Which is the open candle. So the job of this candle was to actually take out as much liquidity as possible, right? So now if they've taken the liquidity, now again, they need to cause some sort of a fake out, right? From the intraday highs, because concepts of the cheapest price possible. So again, we understand the number one thing we look for is liquidity. Then the second concept which we look for is the cheapest price possible. If they want to drive the price down, they need to grab the cheapest price possible. So if it's the cheapest price possible, they need to grab it from the intraday highs, right? Where was the daily highs? The daily highs were all the way up here. So look at the way this candle here is forming. Now, guess what? This is not a valid confirmation for you to actually look for a buy position. This could be a valid confirmation now for a fake out. So if it is a fake out forming, again, let's measure the range on this 4H candle. Guess what? If we see a closure below the 50% area on this 4H candle, then I'm looking for a sell-off, because again, guess what? We have an imbalance. We need to see a retest of the 50% area of the previous 4H candle. So this is where now you're starting to see these confirmations really show up. Really show up. Are you guys keeping up with what I'm looking for, right? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, this is it. If we can see some sort of a closure below this area here on this 15-minute candle, then I'm anticipating this to be the fake out. Now we've got the liquidity. They've taken the liquidity. They're giving you the cheapest price possible. You don't even have a 100 pip daily range. Actually, it might be a 100 pip daily range now, since they did break past the daily highs again. Yeah, just about. Still though, could be better. Yes, bro. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Everyone understands what we are looking for now. We just need to wait for the confirmations, right? Yes, bro. Closure below current 4H 50% to possibly retest the previous 4H 50%. Yes, sir. That's it. There we go. He said it, guys. He said it. Read my mind, my brother. Amazing. That's how I know he's putting the work in, man. Starting to understand the strategy. Very nice, bro. Very nice. Exactly. Because again, you need to understand the concepts. Why is it that we never trade the first half an hour of NY Open? Because they will do some sort of dodginess. You guys saw it happen in front of your eyes. They broke the lows, they broke the highs. How many times now? You know, what do you think is happening here? These retail traders are getting taken out right, left, and center, right? Because they love these 30-minute confirmations, like, you know, support candle, break of the highs, start buying the market, stop loss below. Guess what? You know, resistance candle, break of the low, start selling the markets. They're getting taken out right, left, and center. So we understand that the dodginess has taken place now, which we can obviously see. Now, the next concept which we are interested in is the cheapest price possible for them to start selling the market. So where is the cheapest price possible on the daily? Is the intraday highs. And so we need some sort of a confirmation, obviously, right, for this concept to also be valid, or the confirmation will be a fake out forming from up here. So how is it that we can see a fake out forming? Guess what? This is how a fake out forms. We have it in our playbook. Nuno, do you know if I can maybe, I don't know, because we've got so many scenarios here, right? But I don't know if I can show you guys the fake out. Do you know any fake outs we have here that I can show people? Like 15-minute fake outs? We've got too many scenarios here. We've got the break.
Yeah, 15-minute fake out.
Look at that, 15-minute fake out. Okay, let's see this. Maybe this is a 15-minute fake out. Yes, this is your 15-minute time frame. Yeah, look at that, fake out again. Okay, let's annotate this. Look what's happened here now. Major support, major support, major support. Closure below. Next one broke the lows and closed back above. This is what you call a fake out, right? This is what you call a fake out. And basically the same thing is taking place now, right? Look at that. Major resistance, closure above, and next one breaks below. So obviously we still need a confirmation, right, in order for the fake out to be valid. That's where we've got the new 4H coming up. So what business does the new 4H have now? Starting to trade below the 50% of this 4H candle. Well, guess what? We've got this major confluence to the downside, which is the 50% retest. This is again part of our trading playbook. So let's go back to the lows and let's just select this. And you know, this just makes your trading so systematic. You see what I'm doing now? Look, 4H 50% retest. If this doesn't play out, am I gonna cry about it? No, because this is part of my playbook. It's part of my trading plan. 4H 50% retest. So all I need to do is wait for a confirmation below this, and then let's take it downtown. Guess what? From up here now, we've got a 30 pip range. That's plenty of pips. Make a risk free near this area. You know, secure some profits, and then if we can get a breakout again, starting to appear from this area here, then let's take it down to the daily lows, because again the daily range is not even 100 pips yet, right? Do you guys understand the scenarios now? Sell please. You guys need to talk to Nuno. He's got the red button. I don't think he's pressed it. Actually, he did press it on Monday. Did you press it on Monday, bro?
Yeah, bro. 5 hours of waiting.
He did press it on Monday.
My call.
He did press the red button on Monday.
Need to make my call, bro. 5 hours of waiting, man.
That's crazy, man. He did press it though, but you know what? There was just some sort of a lag. You know the he's in Portugal, and the market makers are based in where the market makers based, bro? The ones you deal with?
Bro, they always changing locations, you know, so I can tell, you know.
That's the thing, guys. So there was some sort of a lag. So yeah, again, you know, keeping it very simple, right? Well, we are looking for these confirmations now. Until the confirmations actually appear, would I take anything? Absolutely not, because we are professionals here, guys. You know, understand what we are doing. We're looking for a high probability setup, and the minute it shows up, we will take it. We know we don't do any silly scenarios like, you know, flip of the candle or break of the candle. You know, again, aligning the fundamentals with the technicals, and again we are looking at the market from the higher time frame perspective, right? And we're chopping it down to the lower time frames, and we're looking for those opportunities. So everyone understands now, you know, you understand the simple perspective of the markets. You know, it needs to give you an upper wick. Why does it need to give you an upper wick? I did explain earlier, because that's how price action actually works. You know, otherwise there will be a major imbalance. You know, if there was a downtrend and all they would do is just drop the price and they would never bring the price back up, then the only people who would actually make money are the ones who executed all the way on the top. And it doesn't work like that, guys. It really doesn't work like that. They need to execute orders. They need to take profits, right? They need to release some pressure. Again, look, you got to understand, they are also increasing their buying power, right? Or selling power. Let's say if they want to sell the market, say the selling power is 100, right? Guess what? This is their TP1. So now, what makes more sense? The minute they can, if let's say they can secure another 50 here, now when they have a pullback, their selling power becomes 150, right? Or what makes more sense? Now they can again sell the markets, increase their selling power again. Do you see how the game works, right? Whereas if their selling power was 100 and all they done was just drop, they could maybe secure 1,000. That could be the new selling power for them. Whereas this way now, by the time they get to this area here, their selling power might be 5,000. Does that make sense? Does the concept make sense? What I'm trying to explain here? Again, this is a very basic explanation of this concept, but does it make sense, right? So we sort of need to understand how price action actually works, and we need to do the same thing, you know, in and out of the markets, because, you know, you always need to keep yourself humble. You know, we're literally nothing. Even if you're trading with millions, you are nothing. You don't have any sort of buying power or selling power, right? So again, if we actually do see a confirmation above this area, then yes, the next one can start to spike up, right? But I've given you guys two different scenarios now, either a rejection from up here and a fake out, right? Or this is also starting to form a breather candle here now. So if we start to see a break above the breather candle, then again you have plenty of room to the top side. But the only issue that I have is this area here. We're starting to approach this area here. The minute price starts to give you a retest of this area, there is a possibility of either a breakout or a rejection. So because I don't want to see a rejection forming here, which can happen, right? I would just stay out of the markets, because let's say I'm anticipating a breakout and it starts to reject. Was it really worth it, me taking a position here? It's only a 5 pip range. No, it wasn't. But if I can actually see some sort of a confirmation above this area, then guess what? I've got a clean range of 20 pips. So that's something I will be interested in, but I do need to see some sort of a breakout forming above this if I'm to start looking for those buy positions, right? Because I do understand that you've got plenty of range to the top side, but again, the R2R needs to make sense. Otherwise, it's just a silly position, right? This is the 4H. Now we understand the behavior of the markets with the 4H. If it wants to cause a fake out, then we're starting to see a fake out structure forming on the 4H now. Two things I would like to see: maybe a double top forming from up here. Maybe they can start breaking above the highs of the 4H, give you this retest, start rejecting the price from up here, and then again give you that confirmation which we are looking for, which is the closure below the 50% area, because we understand there is a major imbalance down here. So we do need to see a retest of this, but again, we need a confirmation first, right? Just need to let it sort of like give us those confirmations now. Until then, let's just stay out of the markets. Very simple. Monday I secure 40 pips. Very nice, bro. Very nice. 40 pips on Monday. It was a slow day as well, so that's actually very nice. If you secured 40 pips on Monday, it was a very slow day. Oh, we were stuck in a trade for the longest, man, because we actually had big stop losses on Monday, because it was the start of the week. You know, I didn't want to take any scalp positions, so we actually had an intraday position running on Monday. It was how many pips away from our stop loss? It was so close to our stop loss.
70.
Yeah. This was the position we took on Monday, right? So
yeah,
this
exactly.
Our stop loss was actually above the highs of this candle, 5 pips above. So this was essentially our stop loss, right? 46. And we were stuck in this position for at least 5 hours. So price came so close to stopping us out. It was like 10 pips away from our stop loss. And then look, it just dropped, because we had a sell position running and we were literally in a drawdown. The minute we entered, the markets just went against us. But again, that was something we did anticipate. So it's not like it affected us, because, you know, we had appropriate risk running on this. It was very calculated. But the only issue was that we just had to stay in this position for 5 hours, and then it finally dropped and played out, and we made profits, and that was it. Yeah, so it was a very successful session, even on Monday for us, but it just took so long to play out. That's all it was. Now, again, this is a major confluence now, this area here. We actually did see price dropping from here on Monday, and again, we could see the same thing happening once again. I think at the moment, guys, I'm really not interested in any sort of buy positions, because the areas which we are dealing with, looking to the left, are, these areas are super dangerous, right? So, as if you were to think about it logically, right? If you were to look for a buy position, anything above this area would be sensible, right? But until then, does it make sense for you to actually take a breakout trade here? So, break of the 1H highs. You've only got how many pips to the top side? 2 pips, 6 pips, and then again 9 pips. It's just not sensible, in my opinion, for us to look for any sort of buy positions. I think some more confirmations are needed. Again, I understand that you do have the 4H momentum on your side, and if you want to use that as one of your confluences, sure, the buy position could play out. But it's not something I'm interested in, to be honest with you guys. I'd rather stay out of it and look for some sort of clean price action. Play to the top side or some sort of a reversal. Very simple. Time for the wings, man. Time for the wings. Again,
the fuel.
Look at the daily. This is where, when you understand price action, right, you should have no FOMO, because it will average out about 200 pips. Yesterday, it didn't move much. So, the chances of gold actually giving you a 200 pip range today is actually super high. So, when you understand this, you just need to wait for it. Like, it's so simple, right? It's honestly so simple. Like, you should have no FOMO whatsoever. It's so simple. And, when you actually don't understand these things, right, and you don't know what you're doing in the markets, that's when you start to get into trouble, because you're just looking for the first opportunity markets, throw your way, and you're looking to capitalize on it. But, we are willing to miss out on these first couple opportunities, because, again, they want to take your money. The earlier you realize this, guys, this is not me making something up because it sounds fancy. This is the facts. They want to take your money. That's the business we are in. If I win, someone will lose. If we lose, someone will win. So when you're losing your money, someone's actually taking the money from you. So that's the business we are in. So, when I say these things, right, that they are trying to take your money, that's a fact. They are trying to take your money. I'm not just making it up because it sounds all fancy. That's the fact. That's the business you're in. So let them take everyone else's money, and when they give you a clean move, we will jump on it, right? Earlier I was very much into those sniper entries, but when you're taking those sniper entries, you gotta be able to get, you need to be able to get stopped out at least 5-6 times in a day, and then you catch that one clean move. But what it does is it just sort of takes a toll on your psychology, right? So the way we trade now, sure, we might not take the sniper entries anymore, but when we do take the trades, we have confidence, right, in our trades, because we waited for the right confirmations. And that's why we also have a very high win rate. Guys, as a sniper, you can't really have an insane win rate, because you got to be willing to get stopped out at least like 4 or 5 times in a day. Obviously, it can work out if you have appropriate risk running. I'm not saying it can't. I used to do it. It's a very profitable way of trading. But again, it takes a toll on your psychology, and it's a psychological business, right? There we go. The fake out is starting to form, and now the 15-minute lows are getting violated, right? I am starting to like this position, though. I'll be so honest with you guys. To the downside, but again, kind of do want to see some sort of a confirmation below this at least. I don't just want to jump into this position, right? So if we can get that confirmation at least below the 50%, I think then we're starting to have the confluences and the confirmations aligned together. We've got plenty of confirmations now. We just need that last confirmation, which will again be a closure below the 50% area. You know, we understand our concepts. We have seen the liquidity play. We have got the cheapest price possible, which is again the fake out forming from the top side, and we just need that last confirmation in order for this trade to be valid, which is a closure below the 50% level on the 4H, and then we've got this major imbalance to the downside. So below this now you've got about 30 pips. So yeah, last confirmation I'm interested in is a closure below this, and then we will give it a go with the sell position. Very simple, right? Very simple. But guys, again, even people watching on the YouTube live chat, let me know if these scenarios are making sense, right? Are you guys keeping up with the concepts, and are you guys also seeing why I would stay out of this position right now? Because again, you need to understand, right? It's not just about looking for a position. You have to, again, look for so many other things as well when you are trying to enter a position. It's like, if I enter this position now, okay, cool, worst case scenario, it goes against me. I'm seeing 20 pips negative, right? But if it goes in my favor, I'm seeing 40 pips positive, right? But that's only if I can start to go past this key level here. So now again, thinking logically, right? Why would I only aim for 10 pips profits, risking 20 pips, when all I can do is wait for some sort of a confirmation below this? Then I've got 30 pip profits minimum, and I can have some sort of a smaller stop loss of 20 pips. So you see how the R2Rs are in my favor if I can wait for a confirmation below this level, right? Good morning. What's happening, bro? What's happening? Do you watch Raja Banks? No, I do not watch Raja Banks. But all respect to Raja Banks, though. He's the GOAT. He did start the YouTube live streaming space. But no, we don't trade like Raja Banks, and no, I don't watch Raja Banks. The thing is, right, with Raja, he's got his own strategy. I've got my own strategy. If I was to start watching Raja Banks, I would start losing money, because then I would try and implement his strategy into my strategy, and that would just not work, because I've got my own strategy, right? It's only my strategy only works on gold because I'm a gold trader. You know, I don't consider myself a Forex trader. I only trade gold. That's all I trade. So, you know, if I was to start trading all the other pairs, I would start losing money. It's very simple, right? I'm only profitable because I focus on one pair, guys. One pair and one session every single day. So think about this now, right? When you focus on one pair and one session every single day, you start to pick up on the habits of that one pair, right? You start to notice so many things because you're laser focused on just one pair. Whereas now, if you diversify your attention into 10, 20 different pairs, there is no way you can become a master of all of those pairs, right? But you can always master that one thing, right? Again, when I say master, there is no mastery when it comes to trading, right? But you can be as best version of yourself, you know, as you know, that's what I believe. Honestly, you can be the best version of yourself as a trader if you stick to one thing, because you kind of need to take the noise out. That's the thing about trading, right? Like the trading lifestyle, the all of that stuff they promote on Insta, you know, that's all noise that you need to just take that stuff out and focus on one thing, just zone in and just, you know, stay dedicated. That's all trading is about, honestly. I like your strategy. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. But again, guys, don't try and implement my strategy on a different pair, because if your account gets blown up, that's not on me. This only works on gold because I only trade gold. And I'm not claiming that my strategy works on everything, because it doesn't. I haven't back tested it. I don't know. Maybe it does work. I don't know, but I haven't back tested it, so I don't know. So if you try and implement this on like GJ or some other pairs now, which I know are very commonly traded on this YouTube live stream space, it's not going to work because I don't trade those pairs. So yeah, this does work on gold though. Very, very profitable strategy, by the way, because you seem a lot like Raja with psychology. Well, yeah, of course. Like, you know, Raja is a profitable trader. I am a profitable trader, and you know, you got to understand, like, there are traits in profitable traders which are very similar, right? So, you know, you need to understand, right? Well, how it's not that I'm like Raja. Me and Raja are both profitable traders, and we sort of do this for a living, right? And if you were to put another profitable trader here in this live stream, which could have a complete different strategy, they will also think like me. Maybe not to the T, but it will be very similar, because again, the business is 80% psychology, right? So in terms of your psychology, you've got to be on point if you want to make money in this business. Like right now, people will be having the craziest FOMO, but again, I've sort of analyzed the markets, and I understand that it's just not worth taking this buy position due to these rejections, right? So I don't have any sort of FOMO at all, right? So it's again, because my psychology is on point, I'm willing to miss out on this. Whereas like with all the retail traders, all they're saying is like, oh my god, 10 pip profits, I could have made this, I could have made that. I honestly don't care. Does that make sense, right? So this is where again the psychology comes into clutch. If I was not in the right psychological state, I would be taking a buy position here. I'll be taking a sell position here. My account will be blown up. But guess what? I haven't even executed a single order so far. Why are you like gold? What's special in this? I think your question is, why do I like to trade gold? Well, gold is a super volatile pair, right? But with volatility comes risk as well. So, it is a super dangerous pair to trade if you don't know what you're doing. But it's the safe haven, guys. If there's anything happening, people such as investors will pump money into this. And it's been around for how many years now? Hundreds and hundreds of years. So, gold is not going anywhere, right? And again, I'm trading this against the reserve currency, the US dollar. So, I've sort of like, again, as trading, right? I want to trade something which will be here for the next 20, 30, 40 years, right? I don't want to trade something which is just a pump and dump project, which is only here for like a couple of days. So we can all agree gold is not going anywhere, right? And most likely USA will have the reserve currency, which is the USD, for the next couple of years as well. So it's just a smart decision. It's just a logical smart decision, and it's a very volatile pair. So because I'm an intraday trader, it suits my personality, the scalping side of it. I just it just works well with me. For some people, they cannot trade gold. So for some people, this is their nightmare, right? Gold is their nightmare. They avoid gold at all costs, but I love trading gold. I love the volatility, right? But again, we are doing so many things to avoid getting caught, in terms of like, let's say, right? With volatility comes a lot of risk. You could get slippage. There's so much that can happen to you, right? But because the way we trade is very much calculated and systematic, it doesn't really affect us, right? That's why I like to trade gold. Most profitable traders I see that they trade price action. Yeah, you need to understand with what's it called, indicators. Now indicators lack, right? So price action, look, at the end of the day, I've got my playbook, right? But my playbook can be adjusted. I can adjust my playbook. Like, if I start to see different scenarios playing out, I'll start changing my playbook. In terms of indicators now, you're not the one coding these indicators, are you? So when they start to lack now, when the market conditions start to change, there's not much you can do about it other than just wait for your indicators to start playing out again. So when that's where the losing streaks will kick in. There is no way I will go on a crazy losing streak. It's impossible. Okay, I might take 2-3 trades in a row which could be losers, which I haven't taken in a very long time, but for me to be on a crazy losing streak of 1 to 2 weeks, it's impossible. But if you're using indicators, oh, that's 100% possible, because all you are doing now is you're so dependent on this thing that was coded by another human being. And now, unless it's an indicator which again is being, let's say managed by manual traders on weekly basis, and they keep on changing it, then fair enough. But we understand that these free indicators, unless you're paying for them, no one cares about them. Like, no one's gonna be sat here changing these for you guys. Does that make sense? So yeah, price action is king, guys. Price action is king. Price action is king, and we've got major imbalances to the downside, just makes everything 10 times better. The resistance level here being approached as well now, And yeah, we will just let it give us that sort of clean range on the intraday, and as soon as it's done that, we should start looking for something. There it is. It's starting to spike up now very nicely. We are starting to see some sort of momentum kick into the markets again. Did anticipate something like this. I did say, look, you can use this as your confirmation, the new 4H, right? And you can use the momentum to your advantage, but I wasn't willing to take that risk. And you know, I still will look for those sell positions whenever they set up, because it's just not my trade. I don't want to take this breakout here when looking to the left. I don't really have anything, to be fair. The nearest resistance is 20 pips away on the 4H, whereas if you go down to the lower time frames, the nearest resistance was literally all the way up here. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I'd rather let them give me a daily range, so then I can trade within the daily range, right? Hello everyone, excellent stream as usual. What's happening over time? How are you, my brother? How you been? Thank you, bro. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, be my guest and ask me anything you like. There are no silly questions. Anything you like, you know, it's completely fine. You can go ahead and ask me anything. But again, look, let me tell you about my strategy, right? It's very simple. A lot of the, like 90% of the times, we just stay out of the markets, you know. But again, the way I trade, you need to be very disciplined in order for you to do what I do. So, and the thing is, guys, let me also tell you one thing about me, right? My risk appetite is very high. Even if I was to start taking 10 trades or 20 trades a day, it would not affect me, right? My risk appetite is very high. So an individual like me who has a very high risk appetite can stay out of the markets 80 to 90% of the times because I'm so disciplined. You guys can just understand the kind of psychological state I am in, right? In order for me to be trading on this scale. So always try and keep that in your mind. The way I trade, we stay out of the markets 90% of the times. And you know, like I always say this as a trader, because when you've been doing something for so many years now, you start to have this sixth sense when it comes to your setups. It's like your spidey senses get activated when you see your setup and you execute, right? Until my spidey senses tingle, I don't take anything. This did not make my spidey senses tingle. Does that make sense, right? So I'll just stay out of the markets until my spidey senses start to tingle, and then I'll take what I need to take, right? Do what I gotta do. And it's very simple, guys. It is so simple. Again, do I really care about missing out on this? No, because it's not something I feel comfortable taking. Why is it? Why do I not feel comfortable taking this? Look at the rejections to the top side. You guys understand that I am very comfortable trading the daily range. But if it's not the daily range, then I'm not comfortable trading it. It's so simple. But that's exactly why I have an insane win rate, because I only do what I know works. Anything else, I stay out of it. I don't claim to be the best at everything. I only claim to be the best at what I know works. Does that make sense, right? And that's kind of what you need to aim for as well, guys. Just understand what works, try and find what works, and just stick to it. Because if it's not broken, why fix it, right? If you try and fix everything every day when it's not broken, you'll just break it. So if your system works, don't break it. Just keep on using it, right? Okay, we've got the NYSE coming up soon. Major level up here. The monthly upper wick level here. So now, if we can see some sort of a resistance forming from up here now, and let's say we have a daily range of 200 pips or so, then that's going to be, again, another confluence that we can use to look for our sell position. We know if the daily's, well, again, realistically talking, the daily could move about 300 pips today, right? Because I did tell you guys, yesterday we only saw gold moving about 100 pips because of the USD bank holiday. So we do have those extra 100 pips even from yesterday. So let's see. But yeah, the more it moves, the happier I get, because I understand that there will be much more opportunities now within this daily range, since it's such a massive range, right? And I can look for the highs, break above the highs. If, let's say, I have a pullback, look for a retest of the highs, my bad, or look for a retest of the lows. So It's just a waiting game now. Again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask me. If you guys took any trades, let me know as well. Did you guys take anything, buys or sells? Or is everyone staying out of the markets so far? Let us know, guys. Let us know. Now, guess what? You also have a range on this 4H, right? Because who's to say that this 4H can't become the nastiest rejection candle? Again, what is one of our concepts? Well, one of our concepts is the cheapest price possible on gold for them to drop the price, right? Guess what's happening here now? Again, orders are being executed, liquidity is getting taken out. If this area here still has enough orders to the top side, then your next key area is that major key level of ours, the monthly 50% area. So if they can give you the monthly 50% area and a nasty rejection from this key area, a closure below the 50% of this candle, guess what? There is a major imbalance down here. We start looking for that downside play in the market. It's very simple, right? Super simple. But you need to wait for this to set up. Until then, there is nothing you can take. You've got 7 more minutes left before the New York Stock Exchange opens and brings a lot more volatility into this market. What's your leverage on gold? The leverage we use is 1 to 500. I love leverage, honestly. But again, leverage can be so risky if you don't know what you are doing. For us, everything is super calculated. Again, shout out to Raja Banks for Magic Keys. We use Magic Keys, guys, and it just makes everything super systematic, right? That's it. I took sales on gold pre-London. Oh, nice. Yeah, we don't take anything pre-London. We don't even look at this market pre-London because again, I am not profitable in London session. I might be, I don't know. I've never tested my strategy on London session because I don't need to, right? I wake up at 11 o'clock, not 11:10. Okay, 11's too late. I wake up at 10 o'clock. There's no way I can trade London session. That's around 8 o'clock. I live in London. There's no way I'm waking up at 6, 7 just to trade the markets. When the most volatile session on gold is the NY session, which is at 1 o'clock my time. It's just perfect, right? Again, why work hard when you can work smart, right? You guys need to change your mentality about waking up early, doing this, doing that as well. It's so old school, honestly. We live in the digital era now. Everything has changed. The quicker you realize this, the better for you, right? I hear so many people say, oh man, how could you wake up at 10? How could you wake up at this? How could you wake up at that? I'm a businessman, guys. I got businesses, right? So I do everything on my own timing, right? I'm a trader. I trade the NY session. So do I need to wake up at 6? Do I need to wake up at 5? No. It's again very relative. If you trade the London session, then yeah, fair enough. You've got to be up 2-3 hours before, so you can do your whole, pre-trading analysis, all the good stuff that you need to do. But for someone like me, I don't need to, right? Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. But that's what I think. I think we live in a digital era, right? I don't think I don't think it's really relevant when you wake up, as long as you wake up at something which is suitable for your business, or unless you're working a 9 to 5, then fair enough, right? But yeah, I don't really work a 9 to 5. That's why I think. I could be wrong. Let me know what your opinions are on this, guys. Let me know. What about you, Nuno? When do you wake up, bro?
10:30.
There you go. See, this is just a thing traders do anyway.
Sometimes, bro, I wake up early, but I see, that's 8. I'm gonna sleep a little bit more.
Yeah.
I wake up at 10,
yeah.
10:30.
Yeah.
Around it.
Yeah. No, for me, I'll be honest with you guys. If I don't get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, then my brain does not work. And on those days, I usually like to stay out of the market. So for me, sleep is the most important thing. If I don't get enough sleep, I can't trade the markets. It's so simple. You guys need to understand, right? Because again, the business that we trade is very psychological, right? So it's not what we do on the screens. It's again, all the stuff we do when we are away from the markets, right? It's like so many things, right? It's like, are you taking care of yourself mentally? Are you nurturing yourself mentally? Are you nurturing yourself physically? There's so much that goes into, right? Like, let me give you an example. Nuno, let's say, right? If every time you finish your trading session and you get drunk, do you think you'll be able to perform as well as someone who doesn't drink alcohol? Does that make sense, right? So
exactly.
does it really matter about what we do on the charts? I think it matters more about what we do when we are away from the charts, right? Or
Exactly.
imagine if you're trading and you're sat there smoking weed. I'm not trying to add anyone, by the way. I'm not trying to add anyone. I know before you guys start saying, "Oh, you're mentioning them again." I'm not mentioning anyone, okay?
Bro.
I'm not mentioning anyone. But bro, think about it, right? Do you think you'll be
Yeah.
able to perform as well as
No,
if
bro,
you were
no,
sat
no.
here all sober, right?
Or like sleepy.
Exactly. That's my thing, right? So it's about what you do away from the charts that would again kind of like show up on charts, right? So if you're getting enough sleep, imagine like, I slept at 2 o'clock, but I woke up at 6 o'clock because I have to wake up early.
Doesn't make sense.
That's stupid. I'm sleep deprived. Whereas if I wake up at 11, that's me working smart. Do you know what I mean? So you have to just be very smart with everything that you do, like your whole lifestyle. Again, it's not as easy as it sounds. Maybe a lot of people are obviously working a 9 to 5. I've been in this business for a very long time. So, thanks to God, I am able to just survive off these businesses. I don't have to work for anyone else. But again, that's kind of what we should achieve in terms of like the freedom, right? Just the freedom to wake up whenever you want to wake up and work whenever you want to work, right? And that's the kind of level I'm trying to get to as well, because I do trade a lot of private, like we trade like private capital as well, right? So for our investors, we do need to hit certain targets every week. So we also do want to get to like a point maybe in the next 10 years or so where like it's again about how much we sort of want to make. If I don't want to trade for like a month or two, it's not really an issue. Does that make sense? So again, there's always that level up you have to get to, right? In order for you to just like achieve the freedom that you want to achieve. But at the moment, I'm completely fine with being on point in terms, because I'm on point in terms of trading. So hitting these targets is really not a big deal, because we're very passionate about this. So it doesn't really feel like work. Okay, seems like they are starting to give you some sort of rejections. Let's see what happens around this area here now. The 31.47 level. Ooh, man. You see the break of these lows now? It's starting to give you a good trade below the lows over here. But again, the issue with this will be... I am starting to like this trade, to be fair. That 31.47 level. It's your 4H 50% area, and anything below this you are basically coming down to your next key level, which again being the 4H 50% level all the way down there, right? So from up here now, if we actually do see a breakout, we can actually start looking for some sort of a sell-off. It will be an impulsive entry below this, but where would you like to place your SOs? That's what I'm thinking about. Let's say we look for something below this. Look to the left, look to the left, look to the left. Okay, rejections over here. So we could use this as our SL area, 5 pips above this. Okay, so what's that? 33.24. So 5 pips above 30, like a 40 pip SL. Break of this. Okay, let's give this a go. On the break of this, we'll give it a go. And make it risk-free as soon as it starts to go into profit. So break of this, it makes sense because we waited for this. 5 pips below this with the New York Stock Exchange. But again, not in the first 5 minutes, guys. Not in the first 5 minutes. I'm willing to miss out on this in the first 5 minutes. But in the next 5 minutes, I'm interested in this position. So let's give it a go. Don't take anything in the first 5 minutes, Nuno. I'll be right back in 2 minutes, okay? Take over for me, bro.
Okay. Yeah, guys, normally we don't trade the first 5 minutes because it was too spiky, Can easily like break the lows and pump back up again, So we prefer like wait a little bit more, like 5 minutes, and then take the trade, because it's too much volume. Easily can break the lows. It doesn't mean like that was a valid breakout, Even sometimes you can break 5 pips, doesn't mean it was a valid breakout, because the volatility is so much that can cause this, So we prevent ourselves of these kind of situations and we wait at least 5 minutes. Makes sense for you guys? Same thing with NY Open. But NY hope and we wait a little bit more because yeah, that's too much time of like charts, you know. How manage risk? Bro, we have like a risk for the day, you know. So if it take you out, you out for the day. That's your manage risk, you know. Please go to buyers. So we are waiting. Shan Ali. Amir, you need to like have a risk plan, you know, for the day. And you need to follow your risk plan because I don't know how your account is, how size your account is, how much risk you're taking. I don't know nothing of that. So I can't really say nothing, you know. Yeah, for now, we are staying away for the first 5 minutes. Tiny account, $50. Damn, bro. Yeah, bro. I can give you like a trading plan, but you need to be part of our private team. All of our private members has a trading plan. They know exactly how much they want to lose, how much they risk, the targets, everything.
Oh, holy! Look at this drop. Damn. Oof. Damn, look at this drop. Oh boy. Oh boy. New York Stock Exchange for the win. Look at this drop. If anyone took those impulsive entries, you better have made it risk-free now. And you better be, whoa. Crazy. If anyone took those impulsive entries, then make it risk-free. But yeah, let's just stay out for now. Everyone else, it's just the first 5 minutes of the NYSE. Whoa. If anyone took those impulsive entries, damn, that's crazy. 20 pips. But yeah, for us, we're staying out for now. It's too early. Oof. Crazy play. Crazy. That would have been a decent 50 plus. Yeah, that was your 50% target hit, right, on this? Yeah, crazy. That would have been hit. Okay, the first 5 minutes now have given you that sort of sell-off. So again, let's see what sort of a reaction you get in the second 5 minutes now at this point, right? 48 pips for crazy play. Yeah, we'll be staying out for now. Very aggressive drop. Where is the 30-minute lows? Has it broken past the 30-minute lows at this point? Yes, it's about to break past the 30-minute lows. But it's like, where would you place your SL at the moment, right? You do have plenty of range to the downside though. 50 pip SL. It's like, yeah, plenty of range to the downside. If you guys took that impulsive entry, oh boy, you've literally secured 28 pips. Crazy impulsive entry. That was a crazy impulsive entry. And again, I told you guys the concepts. It just happened too sort of quickly, and because we don't usually like to take anything within the first 5 minutes, kind of just dropped, right? Which is completely fine. Don't have any sort of FOMO. We'll just wait for the next 15 minutes or so, right? Since now it's also giving you that sort of confirmation on the 30 minutes now, and so essentially I'm expecting this to be a pullback, right? So pullback, break below will give us a decent SL, but we need a pullback and then a break below, or the pullback level can become the SL, right? But yeah, very nice drop. Very nice drop on gold. Very nice drop. again, understand how much the daily has moved altogether. It hasn't even moved more than 100 pips, has it? I mean, it hasn't even moved 200 pips yet. Apologies. Of course, it has moved more than 100 pips. So again, you've got plenty and plenty of range to trade within, and also you can look for something below the range. So your daily 50% area is just creeping up there as well. So keep that in your mind. Again, fresh analysis quickly before everyone starts to get FOMO. Don't get FOMO. You haven't seen anything crazy in the markets just yet. There will still be plenty and plenty of opportunities. Stay out of it. Protect your capital. Don't be like, guys, your aim is to come out of the markets every day pretty much untouched, right? And you know, obviously, if you start to just like look for decent trades every single day, you have loss limit in place. You know, markets can't really harm you, but the only times they will harm you is if you start to get FOMO. Right now, below 86, 28, 27, 86, that's when you can really start to see gold selling off. 27, 86. Yeah, anything past 86, you'll see gold selling off. But again, this can just be a retest. Try and understand that gold has literally just opened and dumped with the NYSE, which could again form a major imbalance to the top side. So if we can just wait for the first 15 minutes, the next 15 minutes, if it gives us a break below this area, close our eyes and let's take it, since it's a very high confirmation trade. It's very simple, right? We've got the 30-minute confirmation, we've got the 15-minute confirmation, we've got all the confirmations. We just need a decent entry and a decent stop loss area. That's the only thing that's missing. So, you know, rest is there. We just need something below this. Next one breaks the lows. It's a valid entry down to your daily lows. But first level will obviously be, again, everyone knows that 4H 50% level. That's what we anticipated, right? This is it. It's that 24.40 level. That's your TP, main TP area. But until then, let's still relax. Let's not fall more into it just because it started to drop and we're looking for a sell-off. We still need a decent stop loss, right? At the moment, how big is this range roughly? Let's say if you were to start using this area here again as a SL 5 pips above this, let's say you were to place a SL 5 pips above this, how big your SL will be if you were to do that? Around 5 pips is a 30 pip SL, but if your entries are down there, it turns into your 40 pip SL. Okay, let's wait for the next 15 minutes to open first, and we could look for this for sure. We could 50% target could be secured on this. Yeah, most definitely, because you've got the confirmations now. Everything is there. We just need to see that new 15-minute opening giving us a pullback and a break below, and it should be a very decent position in my opinion, because then you are even seeing a closure, but the next one can again open and cause a fake out to the top side, right? But yeah, it's a very decent position, especially if you took it on the break of this. Man, you are laughing now. You're literally laughing. That impulsive position paid you big time. And yeah, it paid you big time. Very nice position taken. We just need a confirmation below the daily 50%. Yeah, it should start to sell off. But this is what you can expect with the NYSE, right? New York Stock Exchange Open has so much volatility. And again, I've been telling you guys, don't FOMO into these buy positions, because the actual move will be to the downside. And you can see it for yourself now, how much gold is dropping. Again, did not have a decent stop loss, so technically stayed out of it. Because even if I was to take it here, right, using the highs of this candle here as a SL, it was a bit tricky, since the new 15-minute can still cause a fake out and start flipping this candle here bullish, and then that would have taken us out. Whereas if we can now wait for some sort of a confirmation below this area, we can start to use this area here as a stop loss, right? Since it has no business breaking past this area. But damn, look at this drop. Holy... If you guys took those impulsive entries, you guys are laughing. You guys are laughing right now. If you took those impulsive entries, holy drop on gold. Can you guys see this? Let me know in the chat, guys. Did you guys take those impulsive entries, or did you guys stay out of here? Holy drop. Again, Made £100. Yes, bro. Took it. Nice. Again, as I said, guys, I will give out the impulsive entries and I will also give out the high confirmation entries. But if you look for the high confirmation entries, then you got to be able to stay out of these trades and got to be willing to miss out on it. But if you took the impulsive one entry, you guys are laughing, man. You guys are laughing. Big W today. Big W. But we gave up both entries, and if you took it, you guys are laughing today. You know, crazy play. Crazy play. I'm out. Nice. Make sure, guys, drop a like on the YouTube stream as well. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Again, we will be here for another hour or so. We'll look for more opportunities in the markets for sure. But again, let's hit that like. Let's hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the likes. But yeah, if you guys took that impulsive entry, you guys are laughing, man. You guys are laughing. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Nice one, man. Nice one. One of our private members took it. Very nice. 44 pips so far. Crazy. Are you going to be live for FOMC tonight, bro? It's not FOMC, bro. This is minutes meeting. That's not the same thing as, you know, it's not what you it's not what you're expecting. This is something else. No, we will not be live for this. It's not as volatile as the actual FOMC event. This is just the minutes meeting. It's not worth it. So no, not today. We will only be hosting this New York session today, nothing else. Amazing drop though. Very nice drop on gold. Wow. Beautiful. Again, look at the intraday now. Your daily is starting to turn quite bearish. So think about it now. What happens if we start to break past the lows of the previous daily? This thing here will turn into a Titanic, guys. And I've been telling you guys, don't FOMO into anything because gold will drop. And you can see now, if you did FOMO into it, you've kind of been stuck into this bullish play. But now all it took was one clean candle that kind of engulfed everything to the left. Again, that's how gold trades, and that's the beauty of this pay. If you took this impulsive entry, wow, look at this drop on gold. 44 pips with New York Stock Exchange momentum, guys. Amazing stuff. The only trade we gave out, and look at the way this has played out once again now. Make sure, guys, drop a like on the stream. I want to see at least 50 likes today. We will be coming live again tomorrow for you guys on the YouTube live stream for free, but make sure you guys do run those likes up for us. It will be very much appreciated. Again, what's the target? The target is this 4H level for us. And so yeah, let's see now. Let's just let it run. And if you guys have taken this, make sure you take everything out now. Your target is getting hit. Oof. Look at the momentum. Oh boy, this has turned into a Titanic. Holy. Can you guys see this drop on gold? Mad drop. I told you guys this was going to happen. All you had to do was just wait. I told you this was going to happen. If you took those impulsive entries, you guys are laughing. Holy. Wow. Really gave this out 54 pips. Amazing. Wow. Crazy play. Crazy play. Crazy play, man. Crazy play. See, again, do you guys understand now why we stayed out of these buy positions? Because when it wants to give you the actual move, it's a one-sided move, and it's a super volatile pair that you're trading. Gold is a super volatile pair. It will not respect anything when it wants to start dropping, right? And you guys can see it for your own self, for your own eyes, why we stayed out of that bullish play the whole day, and we were looking for something like this. And you guys can see it, how much it's dropping now. Craziness. And guess what? This was the TP area, and it has been hit. So the scenario which I did mention here has just played out. There you go. PDH, fake out, and your 4H 50% retest is done, guys. Which again is something we anticipated. Insane drop. Let me know, guys, in the YouTube live chat. Does it make sense to you why we stayed out of the bullish play the whole day and we were looking for this? Now, can you guys see the momentum that's kicked into the downside? It's crazy, right? Look at this drop on gold. Insane, right? Insane drop on gold. Crazy. Again, it hasn't even given you 200 pips yet. So you know when I say these things, guys, I say them for a reason. And it hasn't even moved 200 pips yet. We yesterday had a 100 pip candle. We don't even have a 200 pip candle today. Think about it. There's plenty and plenty of opportunities coming up. Just have patience. Even earlier I said have patience. It was done for a reason, right? This is just one candle. We've got the next 1H candle coming up. You've got the 1H confirmation now as well. You've got crazy play. This can just drop now for the rest of the session. I can just see that happening, honestly. This can just drop now. It's literally violating that 50% level now. If it starts to violate this 50% level, guess what? Your daily lows is the next target. You will see price dropping down to the daily lows. Guess what? You don't even have a 200 pip candle. And that's an opportunity for us now. And that's it. Very simple. Let's wait for this to set up. And anything below this now, I think we can start looking for the next bit of sell-off. But it will be below this area here. If we can get a closure below this now, it will be a very decent sell-off. Best thing, we get a closure below this. A nice decent closure below this for another sell position. Again, you are not selling the daily lows either, so this is a valid trade. The daily lows are down there. Below this, I will not look for a sell-off, but anything below this, we can again anticipate another sell-off. You just need a closure below this, and the next candle can give you a clean drop. You just need to find a SL on this candle. That's all you're looking for. That's your job as a trader now, to look for a SL. Because again, now you are turning super bearish on the intraday and your daily lows are all the way down there. That becomes your Wakefield area target number 1. There we go. Everything is there now. Just need that confirmation, the next confirmation. And if there is insane volatility, then it will just keep on selling off. Crazy play on gold once again today. Crazy play. If you missed out on this because you were looking for something that's, that's higher confirmation, then we're all done to you. If you took this because you like those impulsive entries, then again, amazing, good for you. Or if you stayed out of it, then again, you should not have any sort of FOMO. Just because you stayed out of it doesn't mean you need to now jump into a trade because it's dropping so much and you are right. It doesn't matter. Stay out of it. We did anticipate this. We did mention this will happen. And oh, look at this Titanic, man. Look at this Titanic. Wow. This is crazy. See, I knew this was going to happen. And I told you guys, below this, my spidey senses, they started to tingle. They were getting activated. They were like, God's about to give you something. And there it is. It's just that, guys, we've got very strict rules in place. The first 5 minutes of NYSE, it's a no-go zone for us. We don't like to trade in the first 5 minutes because again, I've told you guys about the concept of spikiness in the first 5 minutes of these volatile opens. So the next 5 minutes was where we were looking for our trade, but man, look what happened in the first 5 minutes. It just went crazy. Next 5 minutes again seemed kind of booky, so yeah, it was just worth staying out of it really for us personally. But we did give out the impulsive entries and some of you guys took it and you guys are laughing now. Crazy play, man. Crazy play. It ran up 70 pips now. Crazy 70 pip drop. Wow, insane, man. Let me know in the YouTube chat, did you guys take this or are you guys still waiting for a trade with us? Let me know in the YouTube chat. Insane play though, amazing. Okay, so we've got next 9 minutes left before we can potentially get this confirmation. We need our tight stop loss, right? Stayed out of this one. Nice one, bro. Nice one. But did you guys actually learn something from today's session though? Because every day is an opportunity for you to learn something. Did you guys actually learn something from today's session? Did you see why we anticipated this drop? And again, we've got another hour left before we call it a session here. So let's see what we can do in the next hour. Well, if we see a closure below this, I am very much interested in taking a sell-off down to the daily lows and I would like to use this key area here as a SL, right? That's what I'm anticipating. I did not take the trade. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. That's really good. That's really, really good, guys. If you guys stayed disciplined and you actually stayed out of the markets because the confirmation that you were looking for was just not there, that's actually really good for you. Some days these things will happen, right? You could be right, but it's just that you couldn't take the entry because the SL wasn't there. Like for us, we like to use 30 minutes as a SL, right? So imagine if I was actually looking for an entry up here. I knew the target was the 4H 50% level, right? Which is all the way down here. Let's say if I was using the 30 minute as a SL, the previous 30 minute, that was an 80 pip SL. That's an 80, 70 pip SL. For what? For like 40 pips? Doesn't make sense, does it? Made £196 on the impulsive entry. Nice, man. Nice. Crazy. Amazing stuff. For me, it's about the R2R. The R2R needs to be on my side, and let's say if I had taken it based off or if I had taken the impulsive entry, I would have actually taken the impulsive entry if price didn't go crazy in the first 5 minutes. It was literally the first 5 minutes. As soon as it just opened, look at that. That was the open. It wasn't even the first 5 minutes. It was just literally the first 2-3 minutes, right? It was just a very impulsive play. Unfortunately, part of the game, right? It's part of the business. Not much we can do about it. Now you've got the next 7 minutes left. Let's see what they can give us in the next 7 minutes. If they can give us a closure below this, then guess what? You can see this area here being respected, right? So there are some sort of orders up here in this area. This area could be considered a safe stop loss. If they still have enough volatility in the markets, this is where you can start to use those impulsive stop losses as well, right? Since you're getting a decent closure below this area, your intraday is bearish and your target is the wick fill in the intraday. And again, you do not have a 200 pip range on the daily. Whereas another thing is a possibility now. If this 4H actually starts to give you a pullback, okay, let me ask you guys a question, right? What are the two things which we can look for now? Either a pullback and a dump. Because again, the daily has not even moved 200 pips, so clearly it will still give you either a breakout to the top side or a breakout to the downside, right? So now we have zero imbalances to the downside, right? So what can happen now? This 4H, if this 4H starts to reject, guess what? You've got all of this range to the top side, right? Not only the upper wick area on the daily, you've got the upper wick area on the monthly that you can start targeting, right? Or guess what? Maybe you can look for some sort of a pullback and start selling the markets. And then this becomes your TB1, this becomes your TB2. And again, as I said, we just had to wait for some more information, and we have the information now which we were interested in. And yeah, it's just a waiting game. It's very simple, very simple. Nino, we'll extend it to a 4 today, okay?
Okay. We have some news today. Gonna be a holiday in all currencies, like the OPEC meetings. So
yeah, exactly. So we should have a lot of volatility in the markets today, and yeah, should be good. We've got USD news coming up in the next couple of minutes as well, but it is a low impact faller, so it doesn't really affect it too much, to be fair. How many likes do we have on the stream? Do we at least have 40 likes or no?
33.
33. Let's at least, I reckon we could at least do 40 likes before we press that red button, the market makers.
I think yes.
Give call to market makers, right?
Let's see. Let me see if I find the red button.
Start looking for it, man. Start looking for it. On to the red button now. Press the red button.
There we go. There it is. Guys, 50 likes for me to press the red button.
50 likes, 50 likes, guys, 50 likes, 50 likes. Can we do 50 likes? He's found his red button. I think it was hidden under the socks or something. So 50 likes. I reckon we can do that. I reckon we can hit 50 likes here. But yeah, today the issue was the SLs, right? Because I think, yeah, it would have been too big, the SLs today. Because first of all, the sell-off would have been 5 pips below this, even if going based of the 30 minute, right? So this would have been the entry, 27.44. Yeah, it would have been the SOs. The issues today would have been the SOs. That's the only issue. It would have been too big, the SO. Literally 70, 80 pip SO. No, it wasn't worth it at all today, to be fair. It wasn't worth it. It was a good decision staying out of this because you didn't have you only had the impulsive entries pretty much, right? The actual high confirmation trades, your SOs would have been massive on this. Even if you were just aiming for that 50, it still would not have been hit. Or would it have been? It would have been hit, but very massive SOs on this position otherwise. The only thing that worked out today was those impulsive entries, which I'm not really keen on taking those impulsive entries, man. I understand how volatile this pair is and I understand the ranges, and I just need that one trade, so don't need to ever force a trade. Now with the next 1H, there is a possibility of a pullback, right? So again, your first trade is done here, right? So now you need to start looking for that next trade. So for the next trade, what would the key areas be? Well, for me, I understand that the new 1H candle will again be a super volatile open, right? So if I can get some sort of a pullback on the next 1H candle and it starts to give me a breakout, that's when I can start to look for that next entry, right? Because again, the chances of us retesting the daily highs is very high. And what's the chances of us breaking below the daily, the daily lows, my bad, not the daily highs, apologies. And the chances of us breaking past the daily lows again becomes a very high probability setup, right? Because realistically talking now, this is the last hour or two where they got to move the price, right? And look again, daily's only 140 pips. So again, major imbalance sale looking to the left as well, clean traffic. So I think this could be our target on the daily for sure. We could look for this daily, the drop on the daily candle past the daily lows down till 1916.70 for sure. There you go. This is the upper wick area now. Let's just let it form the upper wick, and then from there we can see plenty of range to the downside, can't we? Yeah, you've got plenty of range, honestly. You've got plenty of range. And once it actually gives you a breakout, you can also start using the 15 minute as a SL, right? Yeah, it makes plenty of sense. So let's just let it form a little bit more. The first trade is done, which was the sell-off. Next trade will essentially be once we have an upper wick and a breakout, in my opinion. Because again, think about it, right? You're not actually selling the daily lows at this point. Because you selling the daily lows will be all the way down here. Essentially, you're looking for that wick fill scenario on the daily, right? So it's a very sensible trade in my opinion, right? If you start to look for even a break below this, because you have the closure below this support area. Again, another thing I can think about is essentially now gold giving you some sort of a massive breakout above the 4H 50%, then technically this could be a drop just to fill the imbalance, and now they can give us that monthly upper wick. So two things are setting up. You just kind of have to let it set up, right? Let me know if you guys are keeping up with what I'm looking for. If you don't understand what I'm looking for, just let me know and I can try and explain it again. So there are two scenarios setting up, one to the top side, one to the downside. The top side scenario will be above 28. The downside scenario will be obviously down here, right? Yeah. Look at this, rejection, imbalance filled. We have the 4H imbalance, which has been filled. So it has no business breaking below these lows now. I think it's a very safe trade if we actually look for something like this below the daily lows. Yeah, it's a safe trade because you're aiming for that 50% target. You have the daily low area. Okay, let's see if we can place the SL 5 pips above the previous 15-minute highs. how big is the SLs if you place it 5 pips above the previous 15-minute highs? Because now it has no business breaking below these lows, because if it starts to break 5 pips below this, you are seeing a break on the 1H. You're using the 1H highs as a SL, and you're aiming for the previous daily lows, which is all the way down here. Yeah, let's look for this. It makes plenty of sense. You have all the confirmations now. It has no business rejecting if it breaks past this area. You literally want to try and make it risk-free as soon as it starts to tap this area here. 50% target on this, okay? 5 pip below the lows will be the entry. It makes plenty of sense for this to actually start playing out now. It does, because then they have no business kind of driving the price back above this, right? Because again, on the intraday, they haven't even given you a 200 pip range. So realistically talking now, what business do they have actually breaking below this now and then again taking the price back up? I followed DA about a year now. My trading has improved a lot, solely trading gold for 2 years. I got with DA for over 2 to 3 months last year, and that cleared my way knowing how to trade gold better. I'm glad to see you back on the lives, man. Really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, really appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Because look, the 4H has no business now breaking below its own lows because they have filled the imbalance. The only business that it has now is to reject this area and start pumping back up. So if they actually give you a break below the lows, they're giving you a break on the 1H as well. The only issue I have is the SO. The SO is actually very tight because it could spike up to that 30 area. So if it spikes up now and then gives us that drop later, once we have our sustainable upper wick, then we can start using this key area here as a SL, since the area does hold a lot of orders, right? In terms of a breakout now, since the 4H and everything is quite bullish, your intraday is quite bullish as well, a buy position will make sense past this area. Until then, it's super bearish, right? And again, it's pretty much the last hour. Let's see if we can look for something within this last hour now. You're getting the 30-minute breakout. You're getting the 1H breakout. You've still got plenty of range to the top side as well as to the downside. Buy now. Someone's giving a buy signal, guys. Shan Ali says buy now. Someone is giving a buy signal in the YouTube live chat. Nice. But yeah, I'm looking for a wick fill on the daily and potentially a break below the previous daily lows. And yeah. Either that or again, the buys will be if they give you that daily confirmation to the top side. Which again, it's a decent position. That buy position. But they need to give you confirmation on this key level here. Because there is no business breaking below this. If it breaks below this, it's a clean dump on gold. Very simple. They have no business breaking below unless they want to drive the price down. If they want to take it back up, this is that major level now. Either from here we take it up or take it down. It's very simple. Everything is super bearish at the moment, so let's see. Do we have 40 likes yet? Bro?
40 on dot.
40 on dot. Okay. So how many likes to go before the
10 likes to go.
10 more likes.
At least.
Nice. I'm kind of trying to sort of like trade the daily range now, right? Let's say cool, your SLs go 5 pips above this, which will be 26.10. Let's say 26.10. And your entry goes 5 pips below this. Do we have the range? 22.06. This is the 40% area. Where's the 15-minute lows? 15-minute lows are down there as well. There is Donvo play right here, selling lows, bad R2R. Oh, my friend Deadshot is back again, hating on us. Yay, drop a W in the chat for Deadshot. Actually, we're not selling the daily lows because the daily lows are all the way down here, my friend. Me selling the markets below this will be selling the daily lows. Guess who's back? Back again. Bro, like, how much do you get paid for this? Are you getting paid like £20 an hour just to come and hate on our streams? It's very entertaining, by the way. It makes me happy. You kind of improve my psychological state when you come and hate on me. Thank you. You're helping me make more money. Because it's funny. It just helps me. Puts me in a better mood, I'll be so honest with you. Just got here, bro. Had US holiday yesterday, not trading today. You catch anything? Yeah, man. We gave out these sell positions all the way from up here. All the way from up here. It's dropped about 70 plus pips from up there. But R2R is like Donvo. No, my friend. This is our target. That's not our target. I was just calculating some stuff. Assumptions. Too many assumptions, my friend. Too many assumptions. Deadshot, you were here other week taking DA's trades. Shut up, hating. That's what I'm saying. You know what? Let's give it a go with Donvo play today. Okay, Nino? Let's give it a go with Donvo play. Game of probabilities now. The only thing that can happen, make it risk-free at the lows here though, okay? As soon as we retest the daily lows, let's make it risk-free. So 10 pips in profits, make it risk-free, okay? 10 pips in profits, okay. Make it risk-free. We're aiming for a wick fill on the daily, make it risk-free, and then the minute we hit this area, make it risk-free, and then after that, yeah, man, they need to give you a move in the market, and all the confirmations are bearish. If the 1H again breaks the lows, well, there is that possibility they can break the lows and then they can again spike the price back up, of course. So we did give out the first trade, so no one has to take this trade here now. You can just call it a session. I don't really recommend taking this trade, to be honest with you guys, because we did give that first trade out, right? But it makes sense. Everything's quite bearish. You know, they've only got like another hour or so to give you that actual move in the markets. Haven't even given you a 200 pips play in the markets. Yeah, but you sort of do want to make a risk free if you were to take something here. It makes plenty of sense. You've got the second 15-minute respecting the area, and this is your 1H lows as well. You've got a decent SL up here of like, you know, 36 pips or so. You've got clean range to the downside. On the daily wick fill area is here, especially if they start breaking past the daily lows now, then you've got the next daily lows all the way down here, which will be this area here. Past the next daily lows, you've got the imbalance area. And yeah, let's see what happens. If it plays out, it plays out. I was on private Zoom calls back on May 22nd. Oh, nice, bro. Really appreciate it. But again, guys, you know, no one has to take this, right? The first trade we gave out, amazing. This, very tricky trade. So no one actually has to take this. So, you know, is it worth taking it? It's past 1500. That's up to you. If you take it, you take it. If you don't take it, you don't take it. That's not up to me. That's up to you. It's just something I think makes sense, right? Since they haven't even given you a 200 pip range on the daily. So how realistic is it for them to now drive the price all the way back up to the daily highs? They need to give you a one-sided play in the markets, right? At least like a 200 pip range. So I don't know. Maybe they want to just take the price back up. From the daily lows, they're grabbing the cheapest price possible. Maybe that's the case. You know, we're not really giving you financial advice here. The first trade was actually a very nice trade. But the thing is with this trade now, 5 pips below, has it given you? It hasn't even given you a breakout yet. So 5 pips below. That's the thing, right? Look, what business do they have now? Breaking this area again. They have retested this area. If they start to break past this area, you're breaking the 1H lows, you're breaking the 30-minute lows, you've got clean range on the daily down to this area at least, being the wick fill area, right? At least 15 pips. And once they break the dailies, you're coming down to the daily lows. Once they start breaking past the daily lows. We've got nasty. We've got this imbalance area here because either price will go up or the price will go down, right? Right now it seems like price wants to go down. That's what I see. Are we in? We don't take a breakout unless it breaks more than 5 pips below the lows or the highs. Please don't trade with us if you don't know what we do, because you will lose money. Because you're doing something else, not what we do. So again, try and understand is low volatile session now, right? So it's up to you guys, whatever you guys like to do. I'm just here thinking about what can work and what can't work, because they haven't given you a move, our 200 pip play in the markets. You know, we kind of were looking for this drop, couldn't take it because of the SO being massive. And so, you know, if this area here doesn't become a rejection area, clearly they will give you a retest of the lows. So the lows are there, make a risk free at the lows. If the breakout is valid, you make a risk free at the lows. And guess what? If this gets triggered now, you are seeing 2 15-minute candles respecting the highs, right? Hasn't really been triggered yet, to be fair. And now you've got 2 15-minute candles respecting this area. So if the next one breaks the lows, you've got literally a 30-minute SL, right? Does that make sense? Because you've got the first 15-minute, second 15-minute, and then this is a 30-minute SL. So it is a decent SL, right? Whereas if it doesn't get triggered, we just stay out of it. Very simple. Very, very simple. Where's the money? What's good? Hey, what's happening, period, bro? What's happening? What's happening? What's good? What's good? What's good? What is good, my brother? Nuno, do you want to quickly give them a little refresher of when we enter the markets? Everyone else.
Yeah, always 5 pips below or above. So wanna write here example, like here, we wanna enter the breakout here. We always place we're gonna enter the market like 5 pips below that. Not 5 pips exactly, let it break a little bit, like
a little bit more than 5 pips,
yeah, a little bit more, like 5.2, 5.3, like to be safe. And then you are like chill because you know that's a valid breakout.
Exactly. But this is, again, don't use the 5 pips on TradingView, use the 5 pips on your broker, because the prices on your broker are different, the prices on TradingView are different. So we never really use the prices on our TradingView, right? Have you seen Roger started copy trading and the internet is going wild because of what Ted did? What did Ted do?
Yeah, I think that Ted opened like a meme, you know, like a copy trader. You know, people can copy his trades, you know. And I think you run with everyone's money.
He ran away with everyone's money.
I don't know. That's what I listen. I cannot like tell because it doesn't happen to me, you know. So I don't know.
No way. I have a story as well. Bro, Ted opened a PAM and closed the
Exactly. That's
the entire broker. Damn. So what he done was, I know what he did. That he basically booked everyone. And he ran away with everyone's money. So like when you guys were depositing money, it was going straight into his bank account because he was booking all the funds. Yeah, that's what they must have done then. Oh, that's the risk you take, man, when you don't trade with the FCA regulated broker, right?
And now he's traveled the world, bro.
Bro, damn.
I'm seeing his stories. I think he's like on China, Japan.
Yeah, but that's crazy though. Like,
I don't know, bro. Because, yeah, you know, but
that's crazy, man. So what he done was he booked everyone's funds, and so you guys were never actually on a book, and then yeah, from there, finito, game over. 3 billion, and Ted sold the broker. Oh, 3 billion, bro. Damn, that's crazy. Are you? Yeah, he booked everybody. That's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. So everyone got booked. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. No payout since last year, and now Roger opened PAM today.
Raji is following the steps
of his mentor.
of his mentor.
Hey, I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'll let you guys know right now, just in case you start coming after me that Roger's your friend or this. I got respect for them, but I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'll make sure that I'll let you guys know right now.
Just
before,
fun.
You know, yeah, just for fun. We're just joking here, by the way. It's nothing serious. Roger is gonna copy and paste the model. That's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. No way. He actually ran away with everyone's money. No way. Is this on YouTube?
I don't know, bro. I see some of these live streams sometimes on Insta. That's why.
Yeah, but everyone knows what he looks like, though. He must have done something. He must have done something to protect himself. Because whenever people kind of like signed up for the PAM, was it? Yeah, PAM. He must have had something in the agreements where no one can actually like touch him, right? It's the same thing they done. You know, the Jessica from Funding Talents, was it right?
Yeah.
Even though what they done was ethically scummy, ethically wrong, legally she's protected.
I'm gonna show you guys what I have here.
Send it to me, bro. I want to see as well. That's interesting to see.
No, bro, that's the certificate of the Funding Talent, the magic company.
Oh, bro, I had more than 100K in funding with them.
Oh, man.
Lol, he will be murdered for sure. Bro, Ted sold the broker and emailed everyone. That's crazy, bro. You know, the funny thing about it is one of my there's this guy I know. He was telling me so that he had around I think over 6 figures invested with Ted's broker, and Ted was actually doing the copy trading for him. And he goes to me like, bro, I noticed one thing, that Ted will always take a loss, but at the end of the day, the losses will somehow vanish and they will turn into profits. And then he was like, Ted owns the broker. I was like, damn, bro, the guy's actually booking all of your trades. It's not even actual profits. That's crazy. He was managing 3 billion. That is insane, man. That's the power of owning a broker. You can literally book everyone, and people think that they're actually making profits, and that's where the FOMO kicks in again. And in long run, you know, that's the most profitable business anyway, because you know 90 to 95% of the retail traders will lose money. And then the professionals like ourselves who have serious funds, they will start to book us, right? And all the other retail traders, they get booked in this business. That's the funny thing about it. 3 billion. How did he get 3 billion, bro? That's crazy. Damn. Was the broker it was called, it wasn't, I forgot.
I think it was Trader's Domain, I think.
Is it still live, or what's happened with Trader's Domain now?
I don't think I think people buy the broker.
That's
probably still live.
That is insane, man. That is actually completely nuts. That is so insane.
Yeah, but the Funding Talent stuff, bro. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bro, you don't know, man, my story, man. I think you know it. Like I tell you. Like the whole story, you know. Yeah.
That's crazy.
My whole story to be funded, you know.
That's so crazy.
And then they closed the funding company, bro.
That is crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, it's your 30 minute now. Has a potential to the top side, this candle here. Hasn't really broken the lows of the previous 30 minutes. To be fair, anything above this now, you can see this upper wick forming. Or a breather candle here, and next one breaks the lows and gives you a dump. Two sides of the edge, right? Edge to the top set and edge to the downside. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the next couple minutes or so. Otherwise, let's call it a session here. That was a clean trade. But again, man, they haven't really given you a 200 pip range, have they? On the intraday. heaven. And look, I don't want to kind of like be stuck with a bias, right? Let's kind of do a clean analysis session once again. Look at this daily candle, right? The whole daily candle has only moved about 140 pips. So give or take, you've got another 60 pips in the tank. So let's say if they actually do want to start selling the price now and break the lows, guess what? You've got those 60 pips to the downside there for sure, which is again this support area here as well. Looking to the left, look at that. It's a clean 60 pip play, right? And as traders, we need our confirmation to execute something here, right? We understand that the daily lows are all the way up there, right? So now again, within this daily range, we have to try and understand what's the probability that price will come down to the daily lows, right? And so what you can do is you can kind of mark out the daily 50% area, which is all the way here, 27.89. And as long as you're trading below this, most likely price will come down to retest the daily lows. This is very simple, right? So now, what is a potential entry? Where is a potential entry that you could look for? The only thing I can see now is maybe a support candle and next candle breaking the support candle. And then this becomes your first target, right? So if this is your first target, then guess what? Either this will give you a rejection, this first target, or you will go past the first target. If we go past the first target, then guess what? You have this major imbalance here that needs to be filled. We understand that these imbalances here will get filled 100% of the times. So it's not even like 99% of the times. 100% of the times imbalances will get filled. We just need to kind of know when they will get filled, right? So what are the chances of this being filled? In my opinion, they are very high because your daily is super bearish. Everything is super bearish. Ted won't steal anyone's money. Bro, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know, Ted. I don't know what's happened. I don't want to get into it, to be fair. Trades were legit. Bro, trades could be legit, but they could still be B-booked. Doesn't mean that trades can't be B-booked. He can still B-book the trades. This is that imbalance area, 16.77. Do you know what B-book is, right? Overtime, A-book and B-book. He can still take legit trades, but just B-book them, right?
Legit for his pocket.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You can still take legit trades, bro, with demo money. You know, we're not saying that the trades are not legit. I'm not saying anything, to be fair, but again, it could be legit trades, but he can still B-book them. Okay, this is a very nice support candle now. We have all the daily confirmations. I think below this, 5 pip breakout below the current 15 minute. In the next 15 minutes, let's give it a go. 50% target, okay? SO's 5 pips above the current highs. Yeah, B-booking is there. Exactly. So if he B-booked all the trades, then even if the funds were even if the trades were legit, it's not real money, is it? It's B-book funds. Do you know what I mean? 22.57. So that's the only thing we're saying here. So, but again, I don't know the situation. I don't know anything about it, and I can't give you guys my opinion on it, right? I can't talk about something that I don't know. It's very simple. That would be so stupid if I was to talk about something that I don't know anything about. 26.17. I'm just telling you guys some things which can take place, which might have taken place. I don't know if they have. No one knows.
With the next one, right? Next 15 minutes.
Yes. Good. I know, Ted, that's the difference. Oh, nice. Yeah, bro, I'm not saying anything, trust me. I was just reading the chat. I don't know anything that's taken place. No clue whatsoever. No clue. Yeah, 50% target. Got clean range now. It can happen, agreed. Yeah, I'm just saying a couple of scenarios which could have taken place, you know. Doesn't mean it has happened or whatever, man. I don't know. Yeah, clean breather candle, man. So nice. 3 more minutes. Very nice closure below again. On the break below. Yeah. Even if it breaks now, give it a go. Okay. Lolo. Only the people who have invested their money know. Not us. But I think, guys, on this stream, we're going to call it a session here. It's a bit too late. Gave that stream out, gave that trade out earlier. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a lovely day. Peace out. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.